coming to the ring first, our special referee. He volunteered for this special duty. His name, face, and status in this sport give him all the credentials necessary. A native of Glasgow, Scotland, from Portland, Oregon. Now here is an all-time legend of professional wrestling. Here is our referee, Roddy Piper.
You think about what went down just last night, less than 24 hours ago. Very dangerous place for him to be in.
He's checking everything to make sure that no one's going to get out.
This is the man who's going to maintain, well, some semblance of order.
Yeah.
One would expect anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
He's just there to call a man's shoulders down or till a man can't continue.
Mad Dog Savage in there, along with Diamond Dallas, who really took a pounding from Hogan and Rodman.
Wolfpac is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Gas to seal the bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition when the war does their mission. Not no mercy, see the rain stop the street. If you don't know, you're gonna find out the Wolfpac. They'll prove a point. Number one, disbelieve that you don't want to test it up. I'll be involved, then I'm coming to grave. Then you're never walking out again. So you're back on.
And now, making his way to the cage, wearing red and black, weighing 236 pounds, from Sarasota, Florida, the man who threw down the challenge to create this cage match. He feels his opponent is unworthy of Wolfpac membership. This man is known for his anything goes, over the top, no pain, no gain style. He represents the NWO Wolfpac, the red and black. Here is the reigning master of madness, Macho Man Randy Savage.
One of the guttiest, dangerous men to ever grace the squared circle or the steel cage. And he pointed towards Piper, the animosity that's built up. He still has the knee brace on. Obviously, you know what happened last night. He's back in it, though. Fans, when we come back, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, will come out. His entrance in the cage match will get it on live from the Nassau Coliseum on WCW Monday Nitro. Back, waiting on Michael Buffer's next announcement.
And now, making his entrance to the cage, wearing black and blue and denim, weighing in at 252 pounds, from the Jersey Shore. Tonight, he comes to this match with no affiliation. He represents his own honor and dignity. He accepts the challenge tonight, not to prove himself to the red and black, but because he has never, ever backed down from any man. He has never, ever backed down from any challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the master of the Diamond Cutter, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
Where's he going?
To the top, to the roof of the cage.
And Savage is nuts?
Big time Diamond Cutter here.
Oh! This is going to be one great fight.
Yeah, in many ways, anytime you go into a steel cage, especially when Savage, your opponent, you can be a candidate for the nut house as well.
Well, there's the People's Champion, former United States title holder Diamond Dallas Page. He said we're going to give the people what they want. Steel cage match here on Nitro against Savage.
And you notice he's still sporting those bad ribs, courtesy of Hollywood and Rodman.
Yeah, just after they had healed. He took that couple of weeks off, that respite. All in vain, because last Monday on Nitro, Rodman and Hogan wielded those steel chairs.
Piper trying to get the door shut, trying to get some order. We're They're going to lock the cage door, padlock it shut here. As the match going to go on, calling for the bells. Piper, here we go. Cage match time. They've seen him in this grand tri-states area before. All across Long Island, into the city, and they're going to see a big one here.
I know what's going through Savage's mind now. Watch him. Watch his demeanor. That hot pain's going up the back of the neck right now. He's starting to sweat. He's getting dry in the mouth, and he's getting ready to bite, kick, rip, and hurt somebody.
All right, you know, one thing that's, even though he's nuts and even though he's crazy, don't think he's not very intelligent and very sharp. Savage knows who he's going in there against, and he knows he's been in here with this man in a no-holds-barred type matchup before. He knows his opponent. You can't be successful without knowing that. And he realized that, he went right to the ribs immediately.
Well, you're right about that, and that's what makes him extra dangerous. It'd be different if he was just crazy and a moron. But the guy is smart. He's got brains. He's got intelligence. He's a graduate. He's done everything in life. He's played pro sports. Look at this man. He's just a mad dog in there.
Well, both of these men very experienced in steel cage matches. The Macho Man Randy Savage, even in the early going, using that cage as a weapon. And I guess if anyone can relate to being inside the steel cage from first-hand experience, it's Bobby the Brain Heenan. What are they going through right at this point?
Well, I've had a few cage matches. It's nothing you like to remember or think about. You're hurt for a long time. But your main thought in there is just trying to get out. All you want to do is stop your man and try to get to that door, hoping the padlock's loose, hoping you can kick it out, hoping maybe you can bang, oh my goodness, hoping you can bang his head like that and escape. But there's a top on this. I don't know what you do in that. You just fight for your life is what you do.
A lot of times, though, you change your strategy. We mentioned just a moment ago about the ribs heavily taped again, thanks to Rodman, thanks to Hogan. So certainly the strategy has changed for Savage. Instead of banging the head, he'll try to bang the ribs. As well, or other parts of the body. Across the top turnbuckle. That will change the complexion of the match and make you forget about your bad ribs.
And one would certainly expect that Diamond Dallas Page is going to try and... just lifted him, back body dropped him right face first into the cage. One would think that Page is going to try and concentrate on the knee, and apparently just that move, throwing Savage into the cage, has already affected the previously injured knee of the Macho Man.
Back to the attack, DDP. A fighter from the Jersey Shore. And he is relentless. Boy, you talking about anger. Now Savage laid out the challenge saying that Page was not good enough to be NWO Wolfpac. And Page showing Savage he's got a lot of steam in him here.
I'm not sure how many cages DDP's been in, but he knows what to do in there.
You know, he's one of those rare fighters, as Page. You know, when you hurt him, something happens to him, he gets stronger. I mean, let's think about the time before the ribs had healed. Prior to this last beating he took by Rodman and Hogan, it seemed during the time he was all bundled up, bandaged up, he was at his very best.
It's like a defense mechanism kicks in his mind. Now the man's wounded. Now Savage is at his most dangerous.
The Macho Man helps him back up to throw him down across the top rope again.
But you can see the effect, I think, that it had on the knee of Savage. The weight of Diamond Dallas Page being lifted up into the air, and I think the Macho Man may have torqued his knee that time.
Doesn't matter to him. He'll just rip his leg off and fight with one and beat you with the stump.
Of course he will. Savage again. Here's the block by DDP. An elbow shot. Stop that. Head first.
You could hear that, and believe me, when your head hits, you should hear inside your head what that sounds like. Sounds like a train going by.
Let's not forget the cage, obviously, the chain link fence does have a little bit of give. So it's not like running into a ring post, but the links of that cage, as you're looking right through the links right now, are so dangerous. They can rip the flesh, they can tear it.
Well, you know, a lot of that steel in there has birds on it. Real sharp points. Very dangerous.
Yeah, what you're saying is the steel cage has a little give, but it's very unforgiving.
That was no fashion haul off and knock him on the seat of his pants, what that was. But notice how both men scrap back up to their feet almost at the same time. Down they go again. The competition that we're all about, be it WCW, NWO Wolfpac, or NWO Hollywood. You're seeing it right here live on Nitro. As Piper counts away that mandatory 10 count when both wrestlers are down. Now he'll cover, and Piper 1, 2.
Yes. Nope.
2 count, says Piper. Piper's cage a little bit slower than most referees, of course.
He's not a referee.
That's what he's not. You're exactly right. Cage match, this brutal matchup right before our eyes continues, and we do have to step out for our last commercial break. The match continues during the break. If it ends, we'll show you how it ended. If not, come on back for Carnage with us. All right, we're back. We are live. You're seeing it as it happens here. The Macho Man Randy Savage in the confines of this cage at his most dangerous. But a man who will not stay down is DDP. Blocked, right hand, left hand, right hand combination. Down goes Savage.
Page fights back and levels Savage with a discus clothesline. Took him off of his feet and then right back to the attack.
Oh! And he had just signaled DDP for the diamond cutter. Savage, too tough to fight.
Well, that was the perfect counter for the diamond cutter.
Yeah, if there was anything, that was it, Mike. You're right. Pick him up again. Down he goes. Scoop slap. Savage. Now remember last night he walked up top, the knee gave out prior to the big elbow, but it doesn't give out there. But by golly, I think he hit it on the way down.
Yeah, I think the impact, Tony, but he just lays back.
1, 2.
No! Oh! Savage thinks he beat him. If he can get any madder, he will right now.
Yeah, this is obvious leftover animosity as much as anything else, and frustration from last night. Savage Piper, little shoving match. We knew we'd see this, we just didn't know when.
And Savage is out of control now.
Yes, he is.
He can't reason with himself, you can tell.
And the referee's out of control.
Oh, from behind.
And now the referee's out. No, he's not. Well, he may be. Pile driver. Piper's out.
Now what is this mad dog going to do? What is the most dangerous wrestler going to do right now with no referee in that cage?
Obviously putting the referee out. He's going to get a thumb.
He got it. He got it good.
How did DDP pull that one out?
I have no idea.
But Piper isn't able to count. Piper's not able to officiate, and Diamond Dallas is not able to get up.
Nobody can make a cover, Brain. You're right. Officiated or not, there is no cover here.
Piper's trying to get to his feet. I'm not sure he knows where he's at, though. He got dropped real good on his head by Savage.
DDP pushes his body over as much as he can. No referee.
No, you're out back all by yourself, pal. There's nobody there with you to help you. Give him another one.
Into the corner. Piper is back up. And he gets wasted again here. Page. Piper fighting Page.
Oh, this is gone now.
This is broken.
Oh!
All 3 of them are gone.
Roddy Piper.
And look at Savage. He's just watching. Just watching.
And he obliterates Piper. Literally every man for himself in a cage. And Piper is on fire.
Fastest hands in the sport.
Down goes Savage.
You're looking at 3 real tough men.
3 really dangerous men. And 3 men under a lot. Look at this.
Hello.
Gonna send them both in the cage. That's what I call referee taking charge.
Wow.
And the fans love it. And That cage moved up just a few, the cage went up in the air just a few steps. Did you notice that?
About a foot or so, it looks like.
Oh my goodness.
Hollywood Hogan.
And then that cage rising up and able
Was that Bischoff?
I don't know who followed him here. There's the Giant. There's the Disciple.
There's the black and white. That's what that is.
They have all come out in the ring, and who's their target? Bret the Hitman Hart's out. Miss Elizabeth's out.
This was supposed to be Wolfpac versus WCW.
And the cage went back down. How did that happen?
Somebody's raising it, somebody's lowering it.
You're not kidding, someone's doing it. And the raising enabled the black and the white to get in there.
Oh, this isn't going to be good for anybody.
Hogan just waffling Savage in the corner. Sting climbing the top of the cage.
He can't get in.
The red and black are out here now trying to get in.
There's no way in.
No, the thing was padlocked. We established that at the beginning here. And there's the target.
And it looked like Eric Bischoff to me cold-bloodedly hit Savage in the knee with that chair.
I believe he did.
Cold-bloodedly.
And he kicks him away, and Bischoff was wielding the chair. Eric Bischoff laughing at Savage, daring Savage to get up, saying, hey, did I break it?
Sting can't get in. There's no way in. There's Nash. Just rip the door off. You can do it.
That's the only thing you can do. The absolute only thing you can do is high above. Sting tries to get in. Savage.
Conan out also. Wolfpac members surrounding the cage. Where's Kevin Nash going?
I don't know.
There's going to be nothing left of Savage when they're done with him.
Bolt cutters, maybe. I don't know what the motive is here or where he's going.
Yeah, but Savage is done. They're going to do a number on him. That man's not going to come back.
Big Sexy going towards the back. Our cameras at best trying to follow him as the carnage continues here in the steel cage. We don't know where he went, fans. We don't know what's going on. Maybe he'll find... Oh, look at this. Now, he's got some sort of gadget, some sort of something in his hand, and he's going to try again, maybe to raise the cage up. Here it is.
He's raising the cage.
Yes, he is.
He's found the remote control that the stagehands use.